Welcome to tonight's special edition of WT Sports Network. I'm Miranda Perez alongside Seth Galitzer.
And tonight we'll be giving you a full recap of fall sports here at WT, as well as a look ahead to the sports in the spring semester. The WT men's basketball team finished their 2015 season with a respectable 17-12 overall record and an even 7-7 record in conference play. The Buffs entered this season ranked 5th in the Lone Star Conference and withstood a tough 91-74 loss to Texas Tech on November 9th. This season, the Buffs came out of the gate strong, boasting a 6-3 overall record heading into tonight's matchup against American Christian University right here at the First United Bank Center. So best of luck to the men's basketball team later this evening.
The Buffaloes quarterback Ethan Brinkley went from being on the sidelines to starting quarterback. Zach Martin has the story.
Redshirt sophomore Ethan Brinkley became a household name as he surprised many with his play off the bench this year as WT's quarterback. A quarterback that in high school didn't even know WT existed.
I'd honestly never heard of WT, and then I kind of researched them. My head coach told me about them, and found out it was actually a really good program, one of the best YouTube programs in the country. So, they made an offer on my visit, and I loved it, and decided to become a Buff.
After waiting his turn for 2 years, Brinkley subbed in the second game of the year for injured starter Preston Rabb. Brinkley continued to hold on to the job for the rest of the year, even after Rabb was healthy. Brinkley, however, says his relationship with Rabb is as good as ever.
It really didn't affect us, because we've always been pretty tight, pretty good friends, and he knew that. With his injury, it was my time to, kind of step in, and he was real supportive. Nothing really changed. We're still good friends.
This year, Brinkley threw for over 2,100 yards, 13 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions. With 2 years of eligibility left, Brinkley has high hopes for the future.
We got some young guys that I feel like are ready for the challenge, and I'm excited. I'm ready to get it rolling in the spring. It's always hard having to sit and watch these other teams play in the playoffs, so hopefully next year we can find ourselves in the mix of it.
Reporting for WT Sports Network, I'm Zach Martin.
Football field to the soccer pitch, the WT women's soccer team saw their season come to a close in November as they fell to Texas A&M Commerce 4-0 in the Lone Star Conference Championship game. The Lady Buffs finished their season at a respectable 10-10-1 overall record while ending conference play at 4-5-1. The WT men's golf team just wrapped up their fall season, so let's give you a bit of a recap. The Buffs played in 5 different tournaments this fall, and their best finish was in the Ryan Palmer Invitational on their home course of La Paloma. They finished up their season in the beautiful Rio Grande, Puerto Rico, as Marty Sanchez finished tied for 13th individually. The team will begin practicing for their spring season at the beginning of next semester, as their season starts in March.
The women's cross-country team started their season September 11th at the Border Classic in Kansas. Freshman Chloe Smith placed 13th and ran an impressive time of 15 minutes and 51.2 seconds. After 7 meets, the ladies ended their season November 7th at the South Central Regional Tournament. Freshman Stephanie Ovalle ran phenomenally, placing 85th with a time of 23 minutes and 43.2 seconds.
The WT equestrian team had a strong finish to their fall 2015 season by winning back-to-back competitions on November 8th and 9th. The Western team is currently leading their region while the Hunt Seat team is sitting at 2nd place. Next semester, their season opener is February 6th in Lubbock. Then team comes back for 3 consecutive home shows in February and March.
The men's cross-country team sees their 22nd consecutive winning season with Coach Lawfer. He arrived at WT in 1991 and has remained here since. His overall record at WT is 471, 194, and 49. The overall record for this season is 9-8. Senior offensive player Austin Henderson played in 16 games this season. He scored 3 goals and had 3 assists. Junior defensive player Tom Cowling is a transfer student from Feather River College and is originally from England. Cowling played in 17 games this season, collecting 3 goals and 1 assist. Next season, the men's team will be looking for their 23rd consecutive winning season and a shot at the playoffs. The Lady Buffs had a lot of youth on their team this season, giving them high hopes for next year. While some freshmen have played more than others, they have matured as a unit all season. They have adjusted well transitioning from high school to Division II ball and are putting big numbers on the board. Offensively, they have turned on beast mode. The freshman ladies have a combined number of 1,191 kills out of the 1,183 kills as a whole team. Defensively, they are reading the hitter's shoulders and getting to the right places at the right time. The freshmen have accumulated 341 digs, 126 blocks, and 717.5 points. Now we'll toss it over to Seth, who joins us at the Blue Wall Live in Studio with this semester's first star athlete.
Thanks, Miranda. Our first star athlete of the night is WT volleyball freshman Courtney Curl. Curl is standing at 5'9" in the front row, and she's from Cedar Park, Texas, and was a two-time first-team All-District 25 5A selection. Here at WT, she has started her volleyball career off right. She leads the Lady Buffs with an outstanding total of 313 kills. She's also ranked 149th in all of Division II in total kills. Curl's season highs include 11 digs versus Midwestern State and 19 kills and 20.5 points versus Tarleton State. Coach Scotch will look for her to be a part of their bright future in the upcoming seasons. Miranda, back to you.
Thank you, Seth. Coming up after the break, we'll have more WT Sport recaps and the second star athlete of the night. Stick with us.
Here at West Texas A&M University, the Electronic Media and Broadcasting Department is shaping tomorrow's professionals while emphasizing hands-on learning and real-world experiences through the use of state-of-the-art facilities that are open to all mass communication students. To get more information, visit WTAMU.edu and discover the buff in you.
I'm Air Kamal, and I'm a communication student. As a communication major, it's very important to get involved in campus because the whole purpose of being a communication major is to communicate. And I feel like everyone needs to know how to communicate properly and learn the beauty of being a comm major. I'm a communication buff, and you can be one too.
You're resigning. Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay, but remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Welcome back to WTSN Semester Recap. I'm Ashton Tillman.
And I'm Zach Martin. The men's cross-country team raced their way to strong performances throughout the season. The Buffs had 2 first-place finishes as a group and had a second-place finish earlier in the season. They recently participated in the NCAA South Central Regional Championships, where they finished in 5th place as a team. They'll be participating in the NCAA Division II National Championships in Joplin, Missouri on November 21st.
The West Texas A&M Buffalo football team finished up their season at home with the win over Texas A&M Kingsville on November 14th. This season, the Buffs had a young team that suffered key injuries to the starters, but the Buffs were still able to impress Buffalo Nation. One of the highlights of the team's season was winning back the wagon wheel from school rivalry Eastern New Mexico. Backup quarterback Ethan Brinkley threw for 1,912 yards in his 2015 campaign, including 12 passing touchdowns. He took over the starting job after quarterback Preston Rabb suffered a foot injury in the second game of the season. Standout running back Jeremy Aldridge-Mitchell finished his season with 1,135 rushing yards and racking up an amazing 12 touchdowns along the way. The team sights their sets now on the fall of 2016 as they now get ready for the fresh start for next season. The Maroon Platoon was at full capacity for much of this semester for your men's and women's both teams. The Maroon Platoon is a student-led spirit organization that is known for being rowdy, lauded at almost all of WT's home sporting events. This spirited group is the fastest growing organization here at WT.
Your Lady Buffs volleyball team took the court one last time at home this season as seniors Lexi Davis and Lauren Britton were among those honored before the game. Let's get started in the third set of action against the Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds. WT here with the serve as Eastern New Mexico's Brooklyn Beal attempts the spike, but it is blocked by WT's Elisa Benton and Jessica Jackson for the WT point. WT serving again, and watch Eastern New Mexico's Sophia Magnuson. She misplays the set, and the Greyhounds could not contain it as it falls to the ground for another WT point. Greyhounds now serving as Eastern New Mexico tries to get a quick play over the net right here But the trusty libero Lauren Britton keeps the ball alive as the teams continue to play back and forth until the Greyhounds' Amanda Dietz gets her spike attempt blocked as WT's defense continues to shine. The action continues as the Greyhounds were able to keep the ball alive before WT's spike attempt is saved again by the Greyhounds. After the Greyhounds cleared the ball, WT's Elisa Benton, as she is getting ready to right here, it's coming up in just a second, send an absolute rocket over the top of the defense. Nobody can get a hold of it. And WT gets the point and the match as they go on to win against the Greyhounds on senior night.
One player who helped elevate young Lady Bus team that lost multiple starters from the previous years is this team's junior Mackenzie Long. WTSN Keila Valdez has more details on how Long became a leader for the Lady Bus.
Transitioning from a sport to another is not easy. But one WT student athlete has done just that. Then golf player, now volleyball player, Mackenzie Long talks about her hard work and real passion.
We had to run 300s. I ended up throwing up after the second, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, he's going to hate me. He's going to kick me off today. And then from then out, you know, like it got better, and I kept getting better every day. But, like, I went through a rough time with him. Like, he was like, you know, if at the end of this May, if you're not cutting it, like, you're gone. And during practice, or he would put me on his team, and, like, if you mess up, you're off the court. Like, get off the court, go play against the wall. And so, like, there was just a lot of pressure and a lot, you know, riding on whether I was going to be able to continue to play or whether, you know, he was going to just get rid of me.
Being told you're not going to start sparked up motivation for Mackenzie. A defining moment in her volleyball career was when she stepped foot on the court for the very first time.
My first game was a home game here, and the DS that was in ahead of me was not doing so well, so he was like, you know, Kenzie, go in, and I was like, oh yeah, like, this is my chance to show him, like, I deserve to be out there on the court, I deserve to play.
Long has one well-deserved final season. Keila Valdez reporting, back to the studio.
The WT women's golf team had a strong season, finishing in the top 3 in 5 of the 8 fall season tournaments. Now, I'm not good at numbers, but that's a pretty good percentage. Seniors Glory Jangthong Siri and Whitley Woods were seen as the veteran leaders on the team as they each earned Lone Star Conference Players of the Week this season. Woods showed her leadership as she had her best finish of her entire career in the UIS Island Getaway with scores of 73 and 77 for the tournament.
Ryan Money is a member of the bowling team here at WT and says that he is looking forward to bowling in the upcoming tournament in Las Vegas. Money says, we've been working really hard and I can't wait to see what we all can do once again. The Buffalo's big day for the tournament is December 19th, and after finishing the last 2 SWIBC tournaments 5th and 7th place respectively, the team looks to improve in this pivotal part of the season.
With a new head coach at the helm, the Lady Buffs basketball team will look to continue the winning tradition Coach Mark Kellogg has implemented. Former Kellogg assistant Kristen Mateo takes over a squad that finished the 2014-15 season 30-3 overall before losing in the Elite 8 of the NCAA tournament to Emporia State. Players to watch out for that could make huge waves this season is junior guard Sasha Watson. We'll get to her in just a second. Senior guards Madison McLean, sharpshooter Michaela Newhouse, and junior center from the land down under Madison Wilder also returning for the Lady Buffs. Lady Buffs are off to a quick start as they are already 2-0 on the season with wins over Colorado Mines and 19th-ranked Colorado Mesa. We're going to toss it over to Ashton at the wall as he's got more on that junior Sasha Watson.
Sasha Watson is an unbelievable player. Just her junior season, the team captain and vocal leader is the team's preseason player of the year. Watson filling the stat sheet with sophomore season that included averaging 13 points per game, starting 29 of the 33 games, an amazing shooting percentage of 57.9, and she went 114 of 178 from the free throw line. Sasha Watson also delivered 83 steals, 127 assists, and was named the LSC Offensive Player of the Week multiple times and was named the LSC All-Tournament Defensive Player. Watson was on the team during their run, ending in the Elite 8 and national title game. Sasha Watson and the rest of the Lady Buffs team will try to get back to the better point of the season. Now back to you, Zach.
Thank you, Ashton. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of WTSN Semester Recap. For Ashton Tillman, I'm Zach Martin. Happy holidays, and as always, go Buffs.